welcome back to the Baldwin Kids Podcast, a space dedicated to discussing current events, mental health, and nerdy pursuits. I am the Thermopylaean Kay. Okay, go on. Read your water bottle so you can find an adjective.
And I'm the refunded Vesta.
Why didn't you save that for, like, April?
Why? Oh, yeah, tax returns. It's not like we get much anyway. We're in America.
Don't get you slipping up.
Yeah, don't get you slipping up. Yeah, don't get you slipping up. Okay, anyway.
So, hey, hi, y'all. How you doing? My adjective was a bit of a 300 reference.
Oh, okay. I was like, Therapylean? Say it again.
Thessalonicans?
What? No. Oh, I thought is that how you pronounce that?
No. It's probably not even an actual word because I'm getting the red underline. Thermopylaean. That's where
Thermopylae?
where 300 happened.
Are you mopping or they're mopping?
The battle at Thermopylae. Where they bottlenecked, Xerxes' bitch ass.
No, I don't know Xerxes. The only reason I know Xerxes is because
Butch Queen.
What do you mean?
If you would just bend your knee.
Oh. True.
Please, with all those rings and shit, Butch Queen.
True.
Had a whole ass harem too.
Alright.
So Vesta's doing a thing. Anyway, yeah, we're back. We're trying our best to stave off seasonal depression. And chow. It is a challenge.
True.
But anyway, we're just gonna, I suppose, unless you've got anything else.
Is there
anything else?
I think the Wednesday that this comes out is when Wall of Sound starts.
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Right?
Thought we dropped our episodes on
No,
Monday.
I know. I'm saying we drop them on Monday, but I'm saying the Wednesday of the week.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. Tuesday, Wall of Sound comes out.
Oh.
Y'all will hear that later.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, excuse me. It's a bit late. And I am very tired.
And it's not my fault.
I'm sorry, what?
Shady, I'm sorry.
Okay, just because we just finished watching a fucking Prince video. Because he was the shadiest of shady bitches.
When you come get your rope.
He was hot.
He's like, motherfucker. Get your rope. Anyway,
so don't really have a rapid fire section this time.
I was gonna press the button. I forgot where it was.
I mean, you can press it anyway if you want.
True.
So go ahead, Vesta Dwelling. Press it.
There we go.
Feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna jump right into our Democrypts and Republicans, which, Jesus, I am so sorry. So apparently, the migrants in the concentration camps don't get flu shots, but there are migrants in concentration camps.
It's almost like we are literally Nazi Germany.
Spot I can see on shit. I used to be able to say, "Do you speak a little German?"
I sure don't. Not in this pussy.
I mean, we could do our best Gaga. Ich liebe Ausbeek. Monster ausgebeflogen.
Oh yeah, that was a real. That was a
what
decision.
What? You leave my birthday twin alone.
What song is that?
Scheisse.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh no! Shut up.
No.
Be quiet.
No.
Be humble.
Sit down. Be humble.
What does that mean? What is Scheisse? What is Scheisse?
You were right on your first guess.
Shit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't going to address it.
Oh, yeah, because Mello's German, and I hear licks from her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Cool. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, that song actually links up perfectly with Judas, and I'm here for it.
I mean, it's a pop song, so most pop songs sell
Yeah, but it links up with Judas on a level of say my name and not right, but it's okay.
Yeah, no,
Say my name, say my name.
anyway.
Let's not get copywritten. All right, so we're jumping in. Sorry, like I said, it's kind of late and we're a little silly.
I don't give a shit what you think of me, bitch. Smiles J's version.
Ow. Anyway, so yeah, a group of 6 doctors came up to one of the concentration camps, and I'm not calling them anything else. At me if you want and catch a smooth block.
True.
Anyway, a group of 6 doctors came up to the. Let me actually get the story because I forget if it was 6 doctors or if 6 of them got arrested. But either way, it's some hot steamy bullshit.
Of course.
And not in the fun way.
Say in the fun.
What?
Wow, I didn't know. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was wrong. Okay, so it was actually 6 of the doctors got arrested. Here, let me just read it. Doctors for Camp Closure, an organization that opposes detention of migrants and refugees attempting to enter the United States, protested with upwards of 70 people, including physicians, outside the Chula Vista, California facility on Monday. The protest began after CBP denied the organization's request to give flu vaccines to detained migrants. What the hell? Okay, we love ads that make noise while I'm trying to read an article.
We love when the one person who complains about that's phone is finally on for the first
Nigga,
time.
if you don't shut your mouth.
Mine is perfectly fine. Anyway.
Yours is okay, buzz, bitch. Anyway.
But is it making noise?
Yeah.
And that's that on that. Anyway.
Is buzz not a noise, bitch?
No. Compared to some loud ass... okay.
My phone is on silencio.
Oh, but yet it made sound. How about that?
Because the media was still up.
Because the media was still up. That means your sound wasn't off.
Several protesters could be seen on video, bitch. Blocking both driveways of the facility by lying down. They say they were spreading the message that basic health care and hygiene is a human right. Etc., etc., etc. So, at least 3 children have died from the flu in these concentration camps.
They sure have.
Mm-hmm. And the gag is that according to the doctors involved, them giving the migrants the flu shots would have taken all of about a half an hour.
Of course.
Because it is quite literally, let me clean off the spot. Okay, I've got it here. Band-Aid, next.
Look, you don't have the flu, or you're not going to get the flu. That's bad this year.
Yeah, you're not going to get the one that literally killed several people. Like, there was a video floating around of a 16-year-old dying from flu complications, probably because his brain was literally boiling from having a fever of over 105.
Of course.
But, the migrants aren't really people to the people running this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not surprised at all. Let's see. Trying to see where it says specifically. I guess it was just off of the protest. 6 of the people there got arrested. But like, the flu shots were free.
All right, girl. All right. Okay.
Like, I see no other purpose of denying the flu shots other than to be a piece of shit. And y'all are just doing it in spades. Anyway, I'm just ready for these concentration camps to get like attacked by some people to get the migrants broken out.
Mm-hmm.
Because that at this point, that's just what needs to be done.
Yep, I agree. We need to burn them all down.
Yeah, and guillotine the people that are okay with this.
Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Murder.
And I'm sure there's going to be some people going like, so much for the tolerant left. No, I'm not going to tolerate you and your lack of showering, nor am I going to tolerate the bullshit that this country is trying to spit.
Yeah, like, people really just be like, oh, so much for the tolerant. Like, bitch, you ain't even tolerant of...
people that aren't white cis het men.
Like, the bit...
Vesta's trying out a new sound effect.
It's there. She's there. She's here now.
Oh, no. Okay, let me just, take my headphones... I'm going home. Good, bitch.
But anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I just it boggles the mind. Speaking of white people being ain't shit, the Golden Globes happened.
Yeah.
And guess who did not get even a single nod?
Yeah, I heard about this and I was annoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, annoyed but unsurprised because award shows are made by white people for white people to reward white mediocrity all the time, always.
And then they get mad when we have our own award show and don't include them. Like, why do y'all got to be in everything?
Because it's in their genetics.
Colonizer, fucking colonizer, colonizing hoes. Oh, colonizing hoe, you're a colonizer, baby. But when they see us was so intense, I can't watch it.
They don't want to award things that paint them as the bad guy, duh.
Even though they've been the bad guy for, most of, the last 1,000 years of history. Of Western history. Yeah. But, whatever. But yeah, no, the trailer for When They See Us, I could not get through it without getting tears in my eyes. And I know for a fact I'd be like ugly rage crying watching that show. And if it's something that elicits that intense of a response from a lot of people, it deserved at the very least a nod.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Supernatural going on for a smooth 17 goddamn seasons. Simpsons has been going on longer than I've been the fuck around, bitch. Why the fuck are you still here?
Because Disney owns them now.
Oh, they got Disney money now.
Yeah.
Like, Doctor Who's been going on longer, but Doctor Who has also had multiple very long hiatuses.
I thought I was freezing up there. I thought something was happening.
Vesta blue screen for a second.
Yeah, I thought, I got scared. I'm like,
how you gonna
I'm like, oh shit, Black Mirror simulation is breaking.
K.exe has encountered a problem and needs to close.
Could you imagine that happens to real people in a simulation? They just disappear.
Ooh. That's some Matrix type shit.
I know.
Which apparently, we can save that for the nerdy section. I'm just whatever, because I'm sure When They See Us got all sorts of roses and flowers when actual black people were watching actually black things and rewarding actual black excellence. But
speaking of award shows, remember we were just watching that Prince video and like it was called favorite black single or favorite black R&B song, something like that.
Single.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow. And y'all want to complain about how it was a long time ago? Prince literally died like a couple years ago.
3.
Yeah, and Purple Rain came out
87.
in 87. I don't know how long ago you think that is, but that was about the time that your white trash ass parents were still alive, and teenagers and their parents were alive.
Yeah,
and they were okay. Like it was okay to be like, okay, we can have music, then we got black music.
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
like people want to say, oh, that racism shit's gone. It's been gone a long time. Blah blah blah.
But here we are.
Girl, Ruby Bridges is a smooth 63.
Right.
Ruby Bridges was the first African American to integrate the American school systems. One, she's fucking glow. I don't know if you've seen any pictures of her, but she is glowing. But two, the fact that she's barely old enough to be my grandmother.
Right. Fuck you.
It was not that long ago, sis, and we're still feeling the effects of it now. Next and last for our Democrats and Republicans.
Oh, I was freezing up again.
So Lindsey Graham needs to go away.
Who is that?
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, like
some bitch from the South that needs to go back to the South and go back to kissing his sister. So and I wish I was kidding, cause my thing is, and I'm sure I've said this before, but I will say this a million times. I don't care about someone's party affiliation as long as they have integrity. Ana Navarro is a diehard Republican and one of my favorite political voices, for a perfect example. But she's trying her best to, do what she believes is right, not do I'm blue screening over here because, my man, hang on. Let me pull up the exact quote, because this is a gag in 3/4. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, chairman of the Judiciary Committee and a close ally of President Anita Wall, said he will do everything in his power to quickly end an expected impeachment trial in the Republican-led Senate.
Oh, he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was picturing some ugly blonde girl for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, Lindsay could be okay.
This thing will come to the Senate and it will die quickly, and I will do everything I can to make it die quickly, the South Carolina Republican said Saturday during an interview with CNN International's Becky Anderson at the Doha Forum in Qatar.
Oops.
Mm-hmm. So you're just gonna not do your job because you're friends with that moldy tangerine.
Right.
Why are you here? Like,
why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? No, but seriously, like, you just do your you're supposed to be an impartial juror in something like this. Do your fucking job.
Don't try to announce you're going to be a partial
juror. You're literally announcing that you're going to be a partial juror and obstructing justice.
Like, you literally just announced that. Like, you thought that was a good idea.
It would be more honorable to recuse yourself from this at this point.
Right.
Because you're too tied up in this. But no, because somebody actually posted something really interesting in this about this whole impeachment thing. Somebody said, keep investigating until after the 2020 election is over. Because if he loses the 2020 election, then impeachment isn't going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
If he wins the 2020 election, the fact is that the Senate, more likely than not, is going to get flipped because of all this bullshit. And then the impeachment will actually happen.
Right.
It's strategery.
Ew.
You don't know about strategery?
That's ugly.
I'm going to enjoy this button far too much. I can't stand you, bitch. Oh my god, I can't stand you. I just... ugh. I apologize in advance. We're probably going to abuse the shit out of this button.
Yep.
Because, frankly, America... just in general. So we're gonna move to our next little bit, our around the world segment. Which, let me pull up the actual full article on this, cause I'm confused. I am thoroughly, completely, and utterly confused, baffled, flabbergasted. Some other word for that.
Ashy.
Bamboozled.
Zaboomafoo.
That is a lemur.
May he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
I'm
really not in the I almost said the political shit right now. So I can just see in our notes it says U.S. Taliban talks. Enlighten me on what this means.
See, I know you're a little bit younger than me. Do you remember who the Taliban is?
Yeah, those are the people that actually did 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And were funded by the U.S. government in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they had all the means and the intel to do 9/11 in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
So, apparently, we, armed them for their own incursions in their own country or whatever.
And then they came and were like, thanks, bitch.
Thanks, bitch. Here's a plane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, why are we talking to them? Here, the article's
because we've been talking to them the whole time.
We've been in bed with them for the longest.
Right. What the fuck? You guys have been talking with them for ages.
Oh. Talks between the United States and the Taliban resumed this weekend. The article was written on December 9th, by the way. Yeah, we're not happy about this. Talks between the United States and the Taliban resumed this weekend, 3 months after President Anita Wall abruptly canceled the negotiations aimed at ending America's longest war. A war.
Are they fighting people that didn't do anything?
I mean, we've got
right.
Yeah. Hey, do you know why we're talking to them though? Oil.
Yeah.
Oil.
And not the good kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Girl,
we've been new.
Why are we so...
This is why I'm so... Hear me out. This is why 9/11 is so complicated to me. Because we lost a lot of people. And a lot of people are still dying because of the after effects and the cancer. And
And these
On
Republicans,
the other hand,
and these Republicans in office are literally trying to take all the benefits and stuff away from the first responders of
Right.
that event, and just going to
Right.
let them die. But those Republicans' pockets have already been lined, and they've already been paid and profited and bought and sold for this whole situation. So why does it matter? I mean, the people saved some other people's lives. Well, fuck them, right?
all right. So you see, this is my rant, and then you went and Chicago'd your way into it. So thanks. I'm done. Put your pussy back. Yeah. So cool. U.S. is just like that sound, although it's very out of context, sums up a lot of things in this world.
I feel like that's going to have to be the title of this episode.
I already spelled it, so great.
What did you? Yeah, because my original
It's
work.
je and then Eeugh
Eeugh.
because it works.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta sound like you're about to throw up on the last syllable.
Yeah.
Eeugh.
But no, because my original running title for this was Queen's Alive,
Why was it Queen's Alive?
because it's the opposite of King's Dead. I couldn't think of anything else, and also
Wow,
because
that
of
was
what's
a chop.
no. It makes sense. It makes sense because of because of what's happening in our next section.
Okay, cool.
Why are we talking to them? Why don't we just go our separate ways?
Goodbye.
You know what? Let's
Well,
just
we
move on.
can't because we've already given them too much money. They're
Yeah.
an investment at this point.
Yeah. Speaking of money, I didn't put this on the outline. I'm just noticing. You know what Anita is poised to do? For new listeners, I've been referring to Donald Trump as Anita Wall because that should be his drag name because that's all he's been obsessed with. Because Anita Wall.
Obsessed with things he can't afford with. Wow.
Why are you so
obsessed with
obsessed
things
with
he can't
me?
afford?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
It's like Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey.
You mean
obsessed with-
Eminem and Mariah Carey?
No, because
Nick Cannon was married to Mariah.
couldn't afford shit. That's why he was buying. That's why she was buying all this shit. Anyway, I have shit to say about Nick Cannon later.
Ooh,
But,
I'm excited. So Anita is moving to declaring Judaism as a nationality somehow, which
So we're being Nazis. We're literally just
Oh,
repeating the Holocaust.
and the gag is that if you're reading this on the surface, it sounds like it's something good with gratuitous quotation marks.
Yeah, but it's not because
Hey, hear me out. Declaring it as a nationality, interested into being a protected status.
great. But you want to know what else that sounds like? Sounds like what the Nazis did.
Oh, yeah,
during the Holocaust.
Oh, no, you're not wrong. I'm just
So-
saying, at first it's like, okay, make it a protected status, except then, speaking out against Israel being shit starts to be interpreted as hate speech for a protected status. Even though, not every Jew is from Israel.
Can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
Next, please.
Yeah, I don't really touch the Israel-Palestine conflict. This is one of those cases of I don't even begin to know where to start to look for information on that.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to educate me, the Twitter handle, just get at me.
Real shit.
So we're gonna move on from the bullshit to our palette Cleonce Giselle Knowles Carter.
Even though Kelly's a better singer.
Who was ever denying that?
Most people.
Kelly's a better singer, but
Matthew.
Beyonce's an overall better performer.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
But
Kelly's wig in. Never mind.
that's a wig.
No, I want to say Kelly's wig in Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Freddy
that
versus
was a
Jason.
wig.
That was a
Choice.
that was the corner store special she had.
That
on
was a
her
selection.
head. That was the Modelo special.
Stop.
Like that was the Crown Royal.
Stop. Oh my God. Anyway.
Anyway, so this is.
So we are celebrating Queens. Because Miss World, Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and Miss America are all black queens. And your fave could never.
That sounded like Work This Pussy the remix. Anyway, yes.
It fucking does.
That was just Work This Pussy the remix.
Oh, I can't remember
I'm
any
here
of the
for all
lines
of
from.
this.
I can't remember any of the lines from that now.
She's a motherfucking international sensation.
She's a motherfucking international sensation. She's not your average showgirl. Allow Miss Taylor to sing the blues. Stop! Bitch!
You know Tiana can't sing.
She...
I was gonna say, I live for Tiana Taylor. I live for them.
She just needs a little help, that's all. Because she was on pitch when that person was like, hang on, let me just give you the backing tracks.
Yeah, that was like, that's such a bad video. Anyway, yeah, Black Queens everywhere. Melanation, holleration in this dancery.
So, we've got, because I had to make sure I got all the names down for all these queens.
As you should.
Because we've got... Also, was it the same Miss Nigeria being super supportive, or was that two different Miss Nigerias? I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know.
It's that McDonald's, girl.
Oh yeah, no, this was my last McDonald's. I'm getting too old.
Oh.
I'm getting too old, though it was so adorable. There were a couple kids that came in. There was like 5 or 6 kids that came in, and they were looking around. This is the one right up the street from here.
Yeah.
They were looking around, and then they saw that there was SpongeBob playing on the TV, and you hear one little girl go, "Oh my God, it's SpongeBob!" And they all just all run into the room.
That's adorable. That's wholesome. But they're watching new SpongeBob, so oh, it's old SpongeBob.
No, you know what episode of SpongeBob it was?
What?
It was the jellyfish rave. God, we're getting distracted as fuck.
Names.
So bow down, bitches. Bow down, bitch. Bow. Anyway.
How fitting for this section.
So for Miss World, we've got Tony Ann Singh from Jamaica. For Miss Universe, we've got Zazabini Tunsi from South Africa. We've got Miss USA, Chelsea Christ from North Carolina. Miss Teen USA, Kaylee Garris from Connecticut. And Miss America is Nia Franklin, also from North Carolina.
All right, that button's banned for the rest of the episode. I just my wig, especially
my wig.
Exactly, except for except no wig for Miss Toonsy, who was like, let me just show up in my close crop natural and just collect edges as I go along to get my flowers.
I'll take some of those.
And that
I'll take some of those.
Ooh, stunning. Let me just grab that.
Ooh, stunning. Let me just take all of that. You don't need it, I do. I love a dark-skinned, natural hair woman from South Africa won Miss Universe. Legions, masses of black girls can see this representation. Like, I am the biggest stan for representation. That's half the reason I still got this job teaching swim lessons an hour away from my current department. Because that representation is just so fucking important. Like, I have parents telling me that their kids are doing better in lessons with me, partially because I'm just the baddest bitch in the land as for when it comes to teaching. But also because it seems like I get a lot of the black students, and like there's like we can relate on a way that a bunch of these teenagers have no clue how to. Right.
And I'm just here for it. All this black excellence happening. It's like it's a really weird pendulum of emotions because you've got all the steaming hot level bullshit happening with the politics, and then you turn around and have me going, because of all this amazing black excellence happening. Like, it's tiring.
Yep.
But I think we've droned on long enough and bored these people long enough, so...
This section's too long. So...
Somebody's getting fired.
There's somebody getting fired. Hey. Alright, so this song is gonna be,
Is it what I think it is?
Is it slow or fast? What are we talking about?
You know what? I don't know yet.
Cool. So then we're gonna do the, fast one.
Is it what I think it is?
Wall of sound. Oh my god. It's angry. I had a lot going on. Have fun. Enjoy it.
Oh, I can't wait, bitch. Y'all need to get into it, get your fucking lives, and we shall be back.
What is this feeling? What is it supposed to be? How can I love you when you ain't loving me? I think that I hate you, my little Valentine. This feeling's euphoric. This anger is so divine. And the words you say mean nothing to me. Cause this is how you think to do me. It's fine, I'm cool, I'm fine. I'm coming back to take what's mine. I won't be held for intervention, for the illnesses of your invention. My wall of sound is something special, but you can't handle that. I won't be held for intervention, for the illnesses of your invention. My wall of sound is something special, but you can't handle that. You know that I love you, but baby, I have to be honest. How can I trust you? You broke your promise. And now that I'm angry, you're calling me crazy? Oh, if you want crazy, I'll give you crazy. And the words you say mean nothing to me. Cause this is how you think to do me. It's fine, I'm cool, I'm fine. I'm coming back to take what's mine. I won't be held for intervention, for the illnesses of your invention. My wall of sound is something special, but you can't handle that. I won't be held for intervention, for the illnesses of your invention. My wall of sound is something special, but you can't handle that. This is the first time in my whole life my heart's felt empty and heavy at the same time.
Eeugh. I hate that video so much.
It's iconic.
You and your bitch ass posted it like when Kay starts speaking French with me.
Yeah, because you do that.
You know, I thought about doing it just now too.
I know you did. I saw your fucking face. You big, like Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you big bean eating looking.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot, Prince is black.
Yeah, no, Prince is black. Prince has always been black. Prince is like black since day one and forever to infinity and beyond. So if y'all haven't noticed, we aren't doing our usual disclaimer and such. Frankly, the holidays are not the best period of time for us for our mental health, and it's been really draining. So instead of trying to force out like a 6-minute mental health section, which is pretty much all that would have come out of it,
Yeah.
we figured we'd try to give y'all quality over quantity, and decided to skip straight to the nerd section.
Yep.
I don't know. We might do like a check-in or something next week. I don't know. We'll kiki about it off the air, darling.
Okay.
Let's have a kiki. Lock the door tight. Let's have a kiki.
You'll never actually listen to that song.
I'm gonna let you have it. Let's have a kiki. So we're gonna jump right into our nail dissection, starting with In the Heights.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you have this.
Okay, so In the Heights is becoming a movie, which, funnily enough, is starring Anthony Ramos as Usnavi. Anthony Ramos started off as playing John Lawrence and Philip Hamilton in, well, Hamilton. So it's interesting to see him pick up the part that Lin-Manuel Miranda had for a while, and was Lin-Manuel's like first big thing, or like I guess big successful thing, I guess is the more accurate statement. What's weird is that they sound so much alike.
Who? Oh yeah, like literally identical.
You were completely spaced.
I was. I'm sorry.
No,
but yeah, I heard it, and had you just heard the audio, I would have thought that was lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, it's not.
It's Anthony Ramos being adorable.
How old is he?
25, 26.
All right, good. I'll fuck.
He is engaged.
Aw. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna break it. That's too. She'd look at me and I would lose my edges. So
bitch, you could sing your edges off.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know. I'm pretending like I got any kind of talent compared to her. Like,
now, listen, don't talk yourself down like that.
And then I'd be dead.
Why am I thinking of Mariah Carey's fucking bottle challenge?
That's exactly what I was referencing. Exactly what I was referencing. She went. It skipped off.
She is such a mess, and I'm here for her.
I love her.
Oh my god. So I was listening to the I'll get back to In the Heights in just a second. I'm not completely sidetracked. But they mentioned something on the read, bitch. I wanted to scream. Because with the whole Eminem, Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey bullshit happening.
Which I'm talking about that later.
One of them was like, do you know how petty and on-brand it would be if she just posted the YouTube link to Obsessed and with no comment or anything?
That'd be amazing. That'd be iconic. That'd be some shit she'd do.
Petty and on-brand.
Literally.
Especially with that video of her dressed up in drag to look like him.
That was a choice, honestly. But yeah.
It wasn't that far off, truth be told. But anyway, back to In the Heights. So In the Heights, I actually got introduced to after Hamilton, because I'm like, okay, what else has Lin-Manuel Miranda done? And lo and behold, I listened to In the Heights. In the Heights is absolutely beautiful. It basically chronicles, a few days in a neighborhood in New York called Washington Heights, which is a largely Latino neighborhood. And throughout the show, it's just inundated with Latino pride, representing Dominican Republic, because Usnavi's family is from the Dominican Republic, and he ultimately wants to go back, to make a new life for himself. And there's one of the characters in there, Nina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Vesta, when I tell you the first time I actually listened through Breathe, I was in tears.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm not gonna like sing cause but there's lines in there of what is it? I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to go to college. How do I tell them why I'm coming back home?
Ooh.
Like I'm already getting a little, oh my God, happening right now just thinking about it, because it's a lot of it is just her trying to play it cool. There's like shortly after that, the music gets all quiet, and you can almost, like, I could visualize her just like straightening her shirt, taking an inhale, straighten the spine, smile at the neighbors, everything's fine, everything's cool. The standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers. Smile, wave goodbye. Like, Nina's whole understory of feeling ashamed of not being able to live up to what, she envisioned for herself is something that I identify with on, like, a fucking submolecular level.
I feel like I don't. Because I just I don't see the point in plans anymore.
Well, yeah, with the way everything's going.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
just don't see the point. It's just like, I have a general idea of where I'd like to be and what I'd be doing. I just don't know what it looks like, but I'll take it when I see it. Hello?
Why did my brain do that?
I don't know. I can't hear it.
It's just, for some reason, I'm like, I wonder if you know where you want to be. And then in the distance of my mind, I just hear John Dell Jones going, sweet little dee.
I hate that. Like a fucking boo ghost of fucking Donnell Jones. Anyway, yeah, fuck plans. That's why I don't make them, because you end up being disappointed. Because nothing ever turns out the way you want. unless you were able to manage every aspect of it.
Like
have
Beyonce.
no outside interruption. Right. Beyonce can afford to have a bubble. She literally has a bubble. Right. So until you have that, don't expect everything you want to go to plan. That's just how I feel. It seems very, what's the word?
That's just the way you make me feel.
What is that word? I almost said narcoleptic. That is not the right word. Pessimistic, but like...
Fatalistic?
No.
What are you trying to say?
Cynical.
Okay.
What? I almost said cylinder. Cylindrical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. English. I have Beyonce syndrome, you guys. I am so sorry. I can't talk. But,
Beyonce syndrome.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
You know what? Don't pretend. Don't pretend. Because, she'll do like this moody ass intros. And she'll be like, oh, woman.
If you don't get your...
I am a woman.
If you don't get your "Are you with me" lines. Bitch.
Simba, is it really you? Ooh, I can hear the beehive coming for us right now. I might as well call out of work because I ain't going to be alive in 20 minutes. Beyonce is a legend. She's iconic. I could never obtain anything that she ever has in this world, except for her nanny. They give him a dime a dozen in the ghetto. But, that's disrespectful. Whatever. But, just be a woman. Lions.
God damn it.
We hit every beat of that synchronized. Is it really you? We really hit that. Like, that was a performance. That was a performance piece called Beyonce Syndrome.
Bitch, we've known each other for more than 2 years now. Shut the fuck up, Lane.
Alright, anyway. Okay,
This is the section we're supposed to have fun, so I'm gonna get sidetracked.
So Steven Universe.
Oh, shit. Let me just...
Okay, so I'm gonna judge you for these stupid notes you have written down. Fillery?
Episode 6
Do you realize that most of these people have watched anime their entire lives? There's gonna be filler. The whole first series, the original series had filler left and right.
The original season was literally filler to get Cartoon Network to let them actually do what they wanted to do.
The whole show had filler. The whole thing. It was horrible in the first season, yeah, but the whole thing had filler. And we literally had, in a row, 5 episodes of story.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much formula for Steven Universe.
When you put it in that perspective, yeah, it makes sense.
5 episodes of heavy-ass, traumatic-ass story. That's what they did in the later seasons. It'd be story, touching on this side, story. Humans. Volleyball on the beach. Yeah, so it's fair that it's filler. And it was funny filler. Rainbow Quartz's queer ass had a song. That was
Rainbow
just
Quartz's
Mary Poppins. That was just... And there was so much Mary
Rainbow
Poppins. Just for a Mary Quartz.
Over here, and a spoonful of
yeah,
sugar
that whole
helps the
segment was just
go down, help the medicine go down. Let them...
I used to sing it like that in school to piss people off in theater. Medicine go down, medicine go down.
Why did that sound like...
What, like every pastor in church?
No.
Sad. Oh, God. You know when Kay's laughing and can't speak, it's something serious.
I give up.
You're not giving up.
You sounded like medicine go down. Let me stop gagging in these people's ears. Oh my God.
So fucking Bluebird. Yeah, I'm annoyed because I was wrong until the trailer came out.
Told you so.
But
Told you
the
so.
problem with that was,
so.
it's fair because you couldn't see any gems except for Aquamarines. So it immediately made me think, until the trailer came out, like the actual trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And when they released the opening, all you see is them with their eyes glowing. So you didn't know, because all their eyes were glowing, that was Ruby's gem. Then when the trailer came out and showed them for a second, it's, it is them. So
what I wonder is, I'm surprised they didn't get any bigger.
No, they didn't.
They kind of stayed Ruby's size.
They got wider.
Well, yeah, Ruby. Do you see Ruby's head?
Eyeball's
head.
Like from the back, it looked like they were just strapped back to back. I think that
she
was
also
the whole...
had 4 legs.
Yeah, they looked like they were strapped back to back in the fusion, which makes sense as to the dynamic that they're in.
What was baffling me though is that we both thought that it was going to be corrupted or something because of the way the colors didn't blend.
Yeah, but it's supposed to look like a bluebird. That's right. So it's accurate. That's why. Yeah.
You wanna learn me a thing real quick? Because
when you see the colors, it makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. I actually had. See, I was one of those Gemstone girls for a little while when Steven Universe came out. So I had a bluebird Azurite, and I would just call him Bluebird, and it was that he was that color. And then once they said Bluebird, I'm like, oh. Now that explains the colors, and I feel kind of stupid. But it's fine.
Can we talk about obviously Steven Universe spoilers, y'all? But can we talk about Alexandrite just going? Is it?
No. Literally.
Because Bluebird's flying around.
Bluebird was like, oh no.
Don't you said that button was banned?
Yeah, well.
But as Alexandra's just smack, unfuse. And then they fly away.
I don't know how they didn't poof.
I don't think they smacked him hard enough to poof.
I guess.
But
also, Steven's getting kind of scary. Steven's getting real scary. I'm nervous.
What do you mean?
It's just the way he acted when he turned pink, and then right as he... Poor Greg. I just thought about that again. Greg lost his hair. I'm so sad.
Steven could probably fix it.
I doubt it. It's not alive.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. But that made me so sad. I'm like, poor Greg.
That's going to come back later. That's going to be something really important later.
It's the worm. The worm is Greg's hair.
Oh my god. What if the worm is Steven trying to fix Greg's hair? And the hair manages to come alive?
I don't think it's going to get that deep. But a fair assumption. But I mean, it's dead. You can't do anything to it.
I mean, they managed to get Shattered Gems to come back somehow.
No, they didn't.
Shattered Gem Shards?
The
cluster?
They technically did not come back. And those are gems. Hair is just clumps of human DNA.
True.
And skin and shit and whatever.
Yeah. But the way that they did that angle, that was perfect for the trailer. Because I didn't know Steven was still in his PJs and just wearing his jacket.
Yeah.
But yeah, him turning pink and flying up at them.
It's just the way he acted afterwards. It really made me nervous. It's like tisk, tisk, tisk. Like that was like real villain. Like it hit like anime villain aura around him at that point. I'm like, I don't like this. I really don't like this.
Yeah, but the father, go inside.
Yeah. When he said father, I'm like, oh, that's not Steven. That's not Steven.
That's so, and Greg just like, okay. I feel like half of Greg's interactions in this is just him going, nope, in one way, shape, or form.
God, him in the rose quartz has really got me. That was hilarious. Hey, Dad, why don't you join us for dinner? Nope.
He left so fast it looked like the door opened on its own.
That was hilarious. But yeah, see, the episode 6 was funny. I was expecting, for some reason, I thought they were going to lead it to like Garnet, Pearl, and Steven
fusing.
And I was like, what the fuck would that be?
What would that be?
Oh, it'd be in between fucking it'd be Sardonyx, but with Steven. What would that look like?
Ooh. I'm thinking
whoever it is, it has to be voiced by Kelly Rowland.
Why Kelly?
I don't know.
You just really want
or
her
Michelle, actually. Yeah, Michelle would work better.
catch Jasper.
My shelf.
Like, take a look at your shelf.
Girl, why don't you take a look at your shelf?
What gym would that be?
Mm-hmm.
If you all have any ideas about what gym,
Yeah, because that's really interesting.
No, seriously though, if y'all have ideas about
Did you
what,
mention Sugalite with Steven? What would that look like? Who would voice that?
just bring Nicki Minaj back
Ew.
as Roman though.
That'd be hilarious. No, I feel like it'd be Harajuku Barbie if it was with Steven.
Maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be Harajuku Barbie. Hello, everyone. I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But with the wild ass fucking hair and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine?
If that got broken out somehow during that kind of sequence, I would just...
Like, I know, I'm sure they're aware of the meme. Actually, I don't think they would be. That's a pretty under the radar meme right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Roman holiday thing. And I think it's pretty much dead at this point.
Which is unfortunate, because...
That was one of the funniest things.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna end up thinking about that my whole drive home.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Googling gemstones and like reading properties and shit. And like probably just based off of color.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was lit. Can't wait for the next one. It's probably coming out next week. I'm surprised they did 2 episodes.
I mean, each actual like episode is
Sure, but
10
they didn't
minutes.
used to do that, you know?
I guess.
They would do like the new episode and then the one that came out before it.
I guess.
When they aired it on TV. That's how they used to do it.
Yeah, but...
So like now that they're doing next episode, new episode, and then new episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
I can't wait for them to start addressing Steven turning pink when he gets mad.
I need to figure out why the diamonds aren't here yet. Because that's going to be some heavy shit. I know it is.
Mm-hmm. Especially if Spinell comes back.
Spinell's going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Shane didn't show for nothing. Green Diamond, though. Because they missed their chance the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But if Green Diamond happens, and Jill Scott's voice comes out of that gem, my titties might explode. I doubt that would ever happen.
But bitch.
But if that happened, if I heard anybody recognizable that I know as that voice, I would die. Who are you thinking of?
If it was Sade.
That. Oh, actually, you know what? I was gonna say she's not strong enough for that, and I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, because I thought about Soldier of Love.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh,
Soldier of Love, but also is it a crime?
Soldier of Love.
So Soldier of Love is yellow, and Is It a Crime is blue.
Maybe I was thinking more of Never Thought I'd See the Day for blue, because it's completely devoid of percussion and it's just Rhodes and guitar and bass, and she's just
that's some blue energy.
Yeah, like all the ones where it's just her and a very minimal production going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's blue. I feel like Is It a Crime is still very yellow, in my opinion, or pink.
Maybe,
but blue, yeah. Oh, if Sade,
bitch.
She better have her fucking ponytail. I know that goddamn much. She don't use that edge control that much for nothing.
Stop.
Please. Her edges are laid.
Laidete.
Laidete. Laid.
Laid.
Anyway, enough of Steven Universe. Can't wait for the next one.
Same.
I watched It Chapter 2 yesterday.
Oh boy.
And I didn't know. So I read the book.
As did I.
And I'm like, how are they going to do this? There's so much they haven't referenced. They changed shit, different time periods. What are they going to do?
Yeah, there's a couple things that they couldn't put in the movie.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
just... Okay. I have opinions on that. And there's one particular thing I'm referencing here.
Mm-hmm.
With the children in the sewer shit happening. I get the intention or like the supposed metaphor behind it, but there's so many other things you could have done than have them do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be about them having to grow up and learning to be adults and being adults before they're ready. It's not the best
Yeah.
wasn't the best metaphor to pick to display that.
Yeah, and we're going to intentionally keep it vague.
Yeah. Y'all know if you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't, go read.
Right. It's a long-ass book, though.
It really is.
I
don't know. How the fuck do writers write that much? Like...
Weed.
I write and I smoke weed.
I know. Just smoke more. Stephen King's like a real... I'm pretty sure Stephen King also does crack rock cocaine. But just smoke a lot. What did you make that face for? Crack rock cocaine. Yeah. This is crack. Do you not remember that commercial? The Dare commercial with Pee Wee Herman? This is crack.
And see, that has a secondary meaning because I've been watching all these Irish people try videos.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Doing it for the crack.
Anyway.
It's spelled CRAIC.
Anyway. And they did amazingly well.
Mm-hmm.
There were some parts though. Alright, so there was 3 main acts in this movie. They lost me in the middle of this movie.
Of course.
Like, there was some shit. Like, it was like a lot of shit was happening at once that didn't need to be happening. So that was the thing. They referenced the miniseries a lot, and the references were funny. Remember that weird Native American ritual shit that they had in the book?
Mm-hmm.
That's in the movie.
I might have to reread the book.
So it was like this whole ritual that Mike, while they were gone, met these natives that fought it, and they had like this thing you had to contain the lights in, and they all kind of weird lore shit. They found a way to streamline that into the movie and have it make sense to people who hadn't read the book.
Really?
Didn't expect that to happen. I was like, okay, so what's he going to be at the end of this movie? Because we all know how the miniseries went. They build him up super hard, and he's a giant fucking stupid looking spider with fireworks in his stomach. We all know how that went. I'm like, so what are you going to do now? And they were bobbing and weaving between like book, new shit, necessary change because of the time period, new shit, old shit. They were bobbing and weaving. And it was done really wild. Like, it was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost turned into an action movie at that point. Like a sci-fi almost.
Ew.
It works though. Because at that point, it's like the book. Because it starts off as a regular horror movie where it's like the unknown monster attacking on kids. And then the second half is all eldritch, H.P. Lovecraft, cosmic horror. So it worked. And they were pretty faithful to the book. It was just wild. Like, there's so much happening. Because at that point, Pennywise at his last rope. Like, he didn't expect him to get this far. So he's panicking at this point.
Like you do.
He was still kind of a giant spider, but he was like a giant spider with Pennywise's skin on. It was really disturbing. And it was like
it's supposed to be.
It was like his upper torso, and he had like 6 more arms and then like 4 long legs. And it was like wearing a Pennywise costume. That's what the spider looked like. And it had his head. It was really freaky looking. And I was like, okay, I hate this. But this is what I wanted. Yeah, this is how it was supposed to be. Right. They brought the deadlights in, which is a whole thing in the book. They referenced the fact that Pennywise, well, they pretty much outright said he's an alien without actually saying he's an alien. Because that's in the book almost, kind of. The book makes it really weird. Like, it was Stephen King trying to write Lovecraftian shit, and he wasn't H.P. Lovecraft. So they did their best with adapting what they had.
But stay in your lane. Like,
stay in your lane, girl. Like, that was not the lane for you. There's this part where Richie, I think. So in the book, it happens in the movie too. Like, the giant creature flashes its lights, it's like dead lights or whatever, at them. And it's the same thing he did in the first one to possess Beverly. And in the book, when he does that, he gets sent to like this weird in-between dimension while he's trapped in the deadlights. And he talks to his fucking turtle.
What the fuck?
And the turtle's like the only shape that he can take. that the humans would understand, because if you try to look at his real form, you wouldn't be able to. That kind of thing
Your mind
happening.
would not
Yeah.
What in the nibbler ass
Right,
bullshit?
right. Like the book was like.
I'm glad you know what I'm referencing.
Yeah, I do. But
should I explain it for the kids at home? For those of you who don't know, I'm referencing Nibbler, the three-eyed pet from Futurama, whose true name, if you knew it, would span the eons, and thousands of civilizations would rise and fall before you were to even complete the first syllable.
Yeah, that's basically what Steven was going for. I forget the turtle's name. They referenced the turtle in the first movie a couple times. Mm-hmm. So his presence is like there, especially if you know the book, but they didn't go into it, because that whole segment of the book is like a real bad trip. Mm-hmm. And then there's also a segment of the book where you're reading from Pennywise's point of view, and they lightly touched on that in the movie. It wasn't like from his point of view, but they like brought some elements that he was talking about into the movie, where he says, "I'm the devourer of worlds." Da 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 da. That was all in the book, because that's what he was.
Nigga, you ain't Galactus.
Really though, like you tried, girl. You really tried. And
it's too late.
Yeah, but you tried. But the way that they ended it was different. Well, similar and different, because they do still do the ripping the heart out of the chest. That's all from the book. So the miniseries kept that. But they do this thing where they're like, we have to make him small in order to beat him, because he's giant and fucking whatever. Mm-hmm. And they kind of go back to what they did in the original, and when they were kids, and like use their beliefs, or like, you know, what they believe in, imagination shit, to like make it work against him, because that's all he relies on. Is like all his stuff is mental. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, you're a clown, you're nothing but this thing you turned into to scare me, this thing you turned into to scare me. And as they kept shouting it at him, he started like losing his power over them. Mm-hmm. And now this is the one thing they really should have just left. He was like this shriveled fucking Jabba the Hutt looking thing, like in a corner. Like imagine Pennywise's face, but with excess skin of like the regular size Pennywise just behind him and flayed out. Like it looked really weird. And he had a smaller voice, and he had no strength left. Mm-hmm. And so they rip his heart out, and they all hold it, and then Pennywise just goes, "Look at you all grown up." He laughs. They squish his heart. He dies. And the end, basically, is how that happens.
So it was only 2 parts. It wasn't 3.
It was only 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Now there are changes they made to this.
Okay.
Everybody had a problem. Y'all just don't read. Everybody had a problem with the beginning of this movie, which in the book is the same. It starts off, Pennywise comes back 27 years later when there's a hate crime against a gay couple, and they get thrown over a bridge, and Pennywise is at the bottom and eats one of them. Or I think it eats both of them in the book. One of them survives in the movie. Cool. That happens in the movie, but it's in 2019, so the dynamic's a little different.
Right.
But it's still the same. Everybody was like, oh, that was too far. That was a lot. Da, da, da. I'm like, are you expecting a murderous eating machine to like abide by what you think is right and wrong? That's my whole thing. It's really hard to watch for the first part, because it's a genuine hate crime, and it's like really accurately depicted, so it's kind of triggering. I will give it that.
Yeah.
But it's very accurate to the book. They didn't change shit. There is a subplot that I did not expect them to throw, where one of the losers has been queer this entire time. Yes. And he's closeted. So there's a lot. Pennywise uses that fear against him, because he was crushing on another kid when they were still kids. They like go back to because in the first movie there's like a gap in the summer of like when they try and fight Pennywise the first time, and then the last time they fight him, and they touch on different things that happened while that whole summer was going, because they all forget. Bunch of weird shit you gotta watch the movie for. And they touch on the fact that Richie was queer and didn't know it. It was like really having feelings toward this one guy, and the guy like was embarrassed him in front of a whole group. Really triggering shit, TBH.
Of course.
And then you find out at the end of the movie, Bill Hader plays him. Yeah. So you find out at the Wow, you were too loud.
Of course, Bill Hader plays him.
Yeah, so Bill Hader plays him, and you find out at the end of the movie that he was in love with Eddie, the one with the obsessive mom and the medicine. He was in love with him this whole time, and spoilers, real big spoilers, changes to the book and the original movie. Eddie dies, gets murdered by Pennywise, and Richie is like a wreck trying to save him and refuses to let him die. But Eddie tells him to leave, so he dies like that. Really fucked me up, and I actually started crying a lot during the end of that movie because it was really sad. When you, especially if you stuck through both movies and read a little bit and like watched the old one, like it really just felt like the end of it. Period. Like there's no more. And it really got me fucked up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but laugh because Bill Hader playing a queer character. Because, of course, he's so good at playing Stefan, the city correspondent on Weekend Update.
Right. Really, though.
Yes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, who's Bill Hader?
Stefan.
Is he the scruffy one? Or is he the... No, okay. Bill Hader plays Eddie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Damn. I forgot. Different scruffy white guy plays Richie. But yeah, Bill Hader plays Eddie, the germophobic one. So that was it on that. Last thing I have, Raven Simone released an EP a little bit ago. Oh yeah, he played Eddie. Okay,
yeah. I just had to pull up a picture to make sure. Yeah,
we listened to it. We didn't listen to all of it, and I was surprised that it was actually kind of a bop.
Is that what that is?
I mean, it kind of was.
So there's one part that sounds just the fuck like, was that a Jodeci? No. Some 90s R&B guy group that I cannot think of the name of right now. Bitch, you know there were a million of them.
Very few survived. You should know this. Jagged Edge.
Thank you.
Bitch.
Hey, I got the first letter
big,
right.
Fat, white, nasty.
I got the first letter right.
You big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch.
Anyway.
It was actually kind of good. Surprisingly. She can still sing. She always could.
Yeah. Gaze into the future.
But we don't. She didn't sing that. She sang into the auto-tune machine for that. It fit for the early 2000s, I guess. But ma'am, hello. But like, it was actually kind of interesting. It was actually kind of decent.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just being shady. It was all right.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. There were some things I nitpicked up though.
Oh yeah, because there was the one part that you just were like.
There's a lot of decisions that whoever she hired to produce and shit. You suck.
Somebody's getting fired.
I'm just literally. Well, I won't say you suck, but you made some decisions that really should have been thought about a little longer.
Because it came out like.
Not completely, but there was like
that one part where they dropped the pitch and slowed it down.
That was bad, but then it was like instrumentation. You used the same drum machine about 3-4 times through the whole EP. You don't do that. You're not Prince. Prince can get away with using the same 2-3 drum kits
because Prince. He can make them
sound different every time you use them. Every single time. You can't use the basic Ableton Live 606 drum rack, girl. I heard you. I know what drum kit that is.
I clocked you.
Like, I heard it.
Stunning.
Like, we hear you. It only works well if you do something to it. It sounds like there's nothing to it. Like, I've used, on my EP, Who Are You Now? On Living On, I use a basic-ass drum kit. But I do something to it. I add something to it to make it sound like it's mine. Yeah.
Oh my god, you do the same thing like I do with my banana pudding. What?
Nigga, what?
It starts off store bought, but then I zhuzh it up some.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that a?
Because, bitch, I'm gonna have to make you a pan.
Oh, true. You don't ever have banana pudding? I know. Black card revoked.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things I haven't had that. I haven't had chitlins.
You, bitch. Your nose and body and soul and spirit will all thank you. I think the ancestors will understand that you did not feel the need to eat stankin' ass offal from a fucking pig.
True.
Chitlins are disgusting.
Disgusting. Anything else you want to talk about?
I had something, but I'm tired of being mad.
Cool. I have something to talk about.
Oh shit.
One more thing.
I guessed right. Wow. Nick Cannon.
Here we go.
Nick Cannon.
Let me just settle into this. Facebook.
Mariah Carey's ex-wife has the nerve. has the nerve and the lack of career to come after a rapper that has made more than.
Ooh. Sorry, I hit my mic by accident.
Yeah, you're fine. You really came for Eminem. Eminem is. I will not knock the fact that he's talented. He's a talented lyricist. And he has Dr. Dre, so his production, and other people in Dr. Dre's vicinity. So his production will almost always be like fire. You still ain't shit for some shit that you said though, and how you act sometimes. Culture vulture. Anyway, but Nick Cannon, like I said, Mariah Carey's ex-wig stylist, he came for Eminem apparently on his stupid Wildin' Out show, and I was talking to one of my bosses about Wildin' Out. It's just like that's all Nick Cannon has left at this point. But it's funny because Nick Cannon makes that his career, while every other rapper on that show that shows up has other things that they do. They make the money, which is why Nick doesn't have any nor a career to finance his lack of lyricism. So he comes for Eminem, and Eminem says nothing. He tweets at Eminem and says, "Still nothing, Eminem. I'm waiting." Someone retweeted with, "Hey Em, it's me, Stan. I've been writing. You still ain't calling." Oh. That pretty much sums it up. But Nick Cannon, you really out here embarrassing your husband's name by
you need to leave
by embarrassing Miss Carey, and I mean Nick Cannon when I say that. Miss Carey, good night. Go do something. Like, why is he still here? Isn't he doing The Masked Singer too?
Oh, which I actually low-key really like that show.
Yeah, but he's had a very minimal role. Whoever casted him was smart. Because they're like, hey, what you're gonna do is be on camera for about 2 seconds and shut the fuck up. Like Mariah. Mariah had the right idea when she married him. She's like, now you fuck me and you sit your scrawny ass down until I tell you to do something. That's what you need to do sometimes. Because if you let him off the leash a little too hard, he's gonna do dumb shit like come after Eminem. That is like Camila Camarillo coming for.
I'm sorry, who?
That'd be like Cabbage Cornstarch coming for Beyonce. It's the same energy.
Oh,
you want to know what happened,
bitch?
You want to know what happened?
Hold up.
Nothing.
Hold up. That is not the same energy.
Okay.
Those are not the same. That's like comparing that's like a 22 versus a 50 cal versus a 50 cal and a goddamn nuke.
Wow. I mean, yeah, basically. Nick can't rap. He knows how to talk.
Is that what that is?
I think. I don't know. He let Mariah Carey and she took a lot of his shit with her.
You want to know something hilarious and slightly embarrassing that you probably don't know about me? Guess who my very, very, very first concert was?
Who?
Nick Cannon.
I'm so sorry. Mine was Victoria Justice, so we both saw Wash Ups.
Who?
Right.
No,
I think we can all sing. Have you seen that video?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you seen that video?
Mm-mm.
It's the cast of Victorious behind the scenes and they're interviewing. And they're just like talking about, oh my God, Ariana can sing, da-da-da. And Ariana's not gassing herself up. All her other co-stars are like, yeah, Ariana sings all the time. Her voice is amazing, da-da-da. And then Ariana goes to a girl who plays Jade. She's like, but you can sing too. You have pipes, da-da-da-da. And then the other girl, I forget her name, she starts talking. And then in the middle of it, Victoria Justice really irritatedly, I think we all sing. And it's like, bitch, you thought. Like you tried to hit them Michelle Williams ass notes in your show. No, I'm sorry, not Michelle, because Michelle can sing.
Who was it?
LaToya Luckett, your way through that show.
I'm sorry, who?
Farrah Vieira. What is her name? LaToya, and then there's the other one. There's two more. Like, there's 3 ex-Destiny Child members.
There are?
Yes, there's 3.
Isn't one of them still looking for her luggage?
Yeah, so that's that one. I live for her. I live for her stupid ass. Oh, I live for her dumb ass. Because there's a video.
Legend has
after.
It. The legend.
The legend has it. Her luggage still ain't came. Beyonce still has it locked away in her museum of edges that she's collecting from her enemies.
The unfortunate years, including LaToya's luggage. Those tragic bangs.
Oh, true.
Being
Michelle...
in an Austin Powers movie.
Kelly Rowland's wig in Freddy vs. Jason.
And
you just see a janitor mopping with it. Kelly, we love you. Kelly Rowland, we love you so much. But she knows. She knows that was just not. It just wasn't.
I gotta see that wig again because, oh Jesus. Girl, are you about to look it up? We are, you know what? That could have waited until after we finished recording.
You're fine.
I'm fine, bitch. You're the one.
You're fine.
Bitch,
You can wait.
Oh. What in the middle school first the middle school baby's first wig?
There's no parts. There's no lace.
So, looks like somebody just took a track and dropped it on their head.
It's just like, here, you have one track. Make it work.
You only get one track. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Like, it was so ugly. It was so
See, the thing is, I like that
bad.
red on her, though.
Wow, you do?
The red? No, the color specifically, not necessarily the wig.
She can wear an outfit with that color and look sickening. Not on her head.
Anyway.
And then that's one of the best effects in that movie, is when, like, Freddy just rips her nose off. And she turns into Eeugh for a minute.
Bitch, I have expected you to say Miranda Cosgrove.
Turn into I know, you see.
Stop.
I love Miranda, though.
Why
I'm
are
sorry.
you like this?
I'm so disrespectful.
Why the fuck are you like this?
Disgusting. Kelly, man, we love you. You're iconic. But that wig?
On that note, I think we're going to...
Nick Cannon.
Is there anyone else?
Yeah, okay, that's it. I was trying to think of anybody else that was relevant enough to shade it, you know?
But isn't that shade in and of itself?
I mean, that works.
Okay,
wow, we didn't press that button one time.
Oh my god, with how much I was laughing, I'm surprised. Bitch!
Okay, actual time. I'm sorry.
On that note, we're gonna wrap this up. That wraps up yet another episode of the Baldwin Kids. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, or great ideas, or, just want to say hi, shoot us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can also get a hold of me on Twitter. Why did you roll your neck like that?
Because I felt it.
Okay.
You can also catch some hands on PSN. They're on both as the Iron Magnus. That is
TheIronMagnus.
Hi. I'm Vesta.
Dwelling.
Vesta, stunning. Vesta with 2 underscores on Instagram, right? Yeah. I post more of myself on there, so you get to see my lovely face and the edges that I'm wearing in the back of my ponytail.
Stunning.
Stunning, iconic, brilliant. Love Notes is out everywhere, including Beyonce's track service. Who Are You Now? My EP is also on Beyonce's wig sewing service.
Did you Just say receiving.
And my new song, Wall of Sound, which you heard a minute ago, it will be out on the 17th everywhere as well.
I'm excited.
I get to be angry, y'all. Y'all ain't never gonna get another song like that. I'm sorry. That was a lot of work.
It was, honestly, it's fucking sickening, and I'm every shade of here for it.
Thank you.
Like, those gifts I sent you in our messages.
Yeah.
Like...
You want to talk about the queen of gifts and conversation? It's Carey.
Hi!
And you send them really fast. I don't know how you do that.
I got magic fingers.
Oh,
hello.
Okay, on that note.
No, we are independent Black creatives, and we will see y'all next time. Drink some water, take your meds, and do better.